podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear listener. We are back after what seemed like a few weeks off for us, but no week time at all for us because we haven't stopped in pre-season. We are back with another award-nominated Dockers debate. And when I say nominated, that means I nominated us for an award rather than the public. But anyway, as we will touch on shortly later on, FCAs are coming up soon, Football Content Awards, and we would like a nomination. I am with new goalkeeping sensation signing, Nathan Edwards, a.k.a. The Cat. That's what you told me to say. That's what you gave me a bung for, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anyone else want to bung him for good nicknames? I've seen the card details later on. But welcome to the Dockers. Welcome to Erith Town. It's been a busy few weeks to say the least.
Yeah, it has been very busy. Pre-season, getting back into it. It's been great.
Yeah, and how do we feel since we've been here? You know, you've had a couple. We've done the awkward photo shoot and posing and gifts, as we know. Yeah. But just how have you settled in? Been a couple of weeks, couple of pre-seasons games against Sporting Bengal.
You know what? Everyone's really welcomed me in. It's been great.
Yeah, that goes in time.
Yeah, that does it. Yeah, probably does. Probably start with Amanda not liking me soon, but
there we go.
No, everyone's been great. They've been really welcoming. I think I knew most of the lads obviously from playing against them last year in the semi-final of the playoffs, so they already kind of knew what I was about, who I was, so it kind of made it a bit easier. But yeah, everyone's been really welcoming. It's been a great vibe to it as well. It's been a lot of hard graft. I have to say it's probably one of the most intense pre-seasons that I've had in terms of running.
I thought that just would have been feedback from Woody.
He's
quite
Woody's been in my ear, innit? He told me to make sure I say that we've worked hard.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, you just touched on it there about, when you played against them last season. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But how did the whole move come about? Like you were settled at your old club or perceptively to be settled at your old club. But, this is, it all came around quite quickly.
Yeah, so to be honest, I always wanted to play higher. I've got love for Glebe. It was a great season there, but the change of management right at the end kind of threw everyone off. And I guess the new manager coming in, not that we didn't see eye to eye, but we just couldn't agree on certain things.
Different philosophies.
Yeah,
and all
different
that kind
philosophies.
Of stuff,
New managers are entitled to want to see a player and everything like that. But I just felt like after the season I had last year, I didn't have to wait until pre-season to agree on things. And then I put one tweet out. Woody was straight onto my case. So
there we are.
That's how we ended up here.
Well, and do you know what you're saying about Glebe there? And there was obviously they parted with their management when they were top of the table. With only a handful of games left. Yes, mathematically, Dill ended up winning the league and caught them. But they did get rid of their management when they were top. We won't go into that because that's about another club. But as we were just saying there, everyone at the club knows you. When there was interest and when we saw you about the place, everyone, you weren't Nathan Edwards, you was that quality Glebe goalkeeper.
Yeah.
If anyone, I ask anyone to go back and listen back to the podcast or through the social media or see the YouTube video, on the day with an Erith Town hat on now, like you now have, without some of the saves you pulled off, you're probably looking at 5-6-1 Erith Town. So,
true.
When we obviously got drawn with Glebe, what were your thoughts when you went into that playoff game, during the game, after the game? Did it really change in the nicest way? We know what this club's about, but did it change how you perceived Erith Town and the backing they've got?
Yes, so to be honest, I was watching when you played the Croydon final.
Yeah.
Obviously, Big G, Ryan Palmer's like family to me. So I came and watched, and I just knew from then that how hard working you are. You don't give up. It's 95 minutes plus. Whatever added time, you're going to go till the end. And I think when we played you throughout the season, each game was like that as well.
Yeah.
You don't stop. There's always that belief. So I knew going into the playoff that they're not going to die. You could be 1-0, 2-0 up. They're never going to die. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep believing. And it's just something that after the game, after I reflected on it, it's just something that obviously I want to be a part of moving forward. Definitely. That hard work, that graft, that not giving up. Yeah, well, that's the thing. And ultimately, I was obviously around last season, been following club a few seasons before, and without trying to be too over the top, and yes, we are an Erith Town podcast, and yes, we do have a little bit of red and black hat on, don't get me wrong, but there's this vibe at this club that not many others have got, and this is what I was going to say. What part
Yes, Woody's a good manager. He's got promoted. We've done the treble last year. But like we're saying, how important was the fact, the attendances have gone up? You can really hear that crowd. You can really hear the roar.
You brought a lot to Glebe. I remember getting the abuse from behind the goal.
No, constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism.
They were committee members.
Constructive criticism from some members behind the goal. And it adds to it. It builds, it's a proper club. It's a proper foundation. You know that you're going to get well supported. They're die-hard fans at the end of the day, and that's something that anyone at this level or even levels above, that's what you want. You want to go, you want to see a crowd, you want the ground to feel filled up and have that feeling of when you're winning, how joyous that can be.
We're talking about that now. We'll stop here before like Woody's down there and he sort of like pulls me for asking silly questions. Yeah, we'll do the quick fire when the plane goes over. Have you? You have heard some of the pods before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen one or two, but I don't know about the quick fire.
Yeah, well there we are, perfect. So we'll wait for the plane to go over. That is the unfortunate thing about being in the flight path of City Airport. And no matter what the government or local council say, they fly over for more than 6 seconds.
Oh, 100%.
But anyway.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there we are. We don't talk politics on this show. Anyway, so we're going for the quick fire. You ready?
Yeah.
Favourite takeaway?
Oh, Caribbean.
Good. We haven't had the Caribbean yet. We've had a lot of kebab.
100% Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh, now you said kebab now. Now my fiance is going to be very angry at me.
Yeah. Caribbean kebab. There we are. Favourite for film?
Oh, that is a different one. American Sniper.
That's another good shout. I like that. Favourite song?
Favourite song? Oh, we going old school? We going new?
Or basically
school?
whatever your fiance wants you to get married to, so you get some brownie points.
Yeah, good luck, charm, jagged edge.
There we are. Well done. Yeah, what's her name?
Gillen.
That was for
Shout
you.
out, Gillen.
Yeah, that was for you. Yeah, beach or city holiday?
Beach.
Beach. Interesting fact about you that not many people know.
I've played at Wembley. Won at Wembley when I was Lewisham District. Casey Palmer, Joe Gomez.
Nice, well done. Yeah. In goal again?
In goal, yeah. I've always been in goal.
Nice. Because you sometimes hear about goalkeepers when they're 13, they were centre forwards, and then they just got tall.
No, I always, from under sevens, the first thing I did was go in goal. And since then, I've stuck with it.
Nice, well done. Not very good on your feet now. I'm joking.
I know, I'm joking.
I've seen you pre-season. I'm not saying. I also saw you at Glebe. No, I'm joking. Best ground you played at? It's got to be Wembley, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be that. Or, to be fair, for pitch-wise, facilities-wise, Beerstead, yeah. As in facilities, as in pitch, beautiful. Can't beat that. It's carpet.
Yeah, worst ground?
Oh, Ladywell Arena.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dons. But or Forest Hill, whatever you're calling.
Yeah, well, at least for a year.
Yeah, for a year.
A year, exactly. Best banter you've had, not including Erith Town away when you was in Glebe?
Oh, probably the Dill fans. Dill fans will love
They're decent Dill fans. I like Dill fans.
I've got a lot. Do you know what? I've got a lot of time for the banter. Like, I enjoy it. That's why I egg it on by wearing pink. So you can call me whatever you like, but I'll egg it on.
What's the worst banter you've had?
Worst banter? Probably Corinthians. Corinthians last year.
Yeah.
Terrible banter. Some kids were singing a really weird song. And I was just like, what? Go to school.
Standard.
Yeah, go to school.
Pop
It's
your
Tuesday
spots.
night. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's Tuesday night.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, going back to what we was just saying a moment ago, obviously this is the first year ever that Erith have been in Step 4. I'm not sure, again, with the vast experience that the team have got, how much Step 4 we've got. But ultimately, before we talk about, your dreams and what you want to achieve, yada, 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 like as you go up the pyramid, but what do you want to achieve here? Like I say, we're stood by the corner of the pitch now. Do you know what? That is a very good pitch for this level.
Yes.
The stand's right on top of you. You can see, like talking to Milo last season, he said to me before we recorded after the final, he said like the fans made us keep going for that last minute, and basically it was the fact. This sounds cliche and marketing, don't get me wrong, but it was like the fans won them the playoff final because of the roar they got. So what do you hope to achieve at this club personally?
Personally, for me, for next season, it will just be to consolidate. Yeah. It's obviously too ambitious to say, oh yeah, we're going to go win the league or we're going to be up there, but just to consolidate and carry on just building onto what's already a club with great foundation. So it's just really building and maintaining that standard and being where they're supposed to be. I think the club deserves to be in this step, so it's about now proving that. Yeah,
and the thing is, with me, like our predecessor before the Dockers debate was we did a grassroots show where we'd go around loads of levels, and for me, with all due respect in Skeffel, I thought there were some good games last season, but I think the jump from Division 1 to the Premier Division is quite high, but I think the jump from Skeffel Premier to Isthmian's even higher.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. I don't think that there won't be one bad team we face all season, so we have to make sure that we're on it every single game.
Yeah.
Every single game.
Exactly. And good to see Woody's in earshot there when he heard us say we're going to be on it every single game.
I'll be on it every single game, if I play.
He's smiling.
If I play.
He's smiling. Woody bingo, scratch that one off. So, you know, and like we just said there, what do you hope to achieve in football? You know, there was a couple of players last year who was like, I want to win a cup, but also I want to play at this level. I want to do this, I want to do this. For you, I mean, ideally, as part of Erith Town, you want to go up, but, you know, what do you hope to achieve in the game?
Just play as high as you can. While you can, just playing at the highest level possible, wherever that may be. Hopefully it's here. Hopefully we get to, you know, step through. But just playing where you're liked, really. That's all I really care about. It's just having that feeling, the fans backing you, knowing that you're in somewhere you can call home. I think that's the most important thing for me.
Yeah, and the thing is,
beating wherever the clean sheet record is here, I want to beat it.
Yeah.
I want to know. You need to get that out for me. So I have an idea. Mackenzie is going to be high competition, but
yeah, well, you know, Mackenzie, love him. He's obviously moved on to better things. He kept quite a few clean sheets last year. To be fair,
I had 14 last year, so hopefully he can beat that.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But you know, like you say there, and it is what you want to achieve. And like you say, earlier on, you feel like you're part of a family, and this is a good club. This has got a unique feel to it, in my opinion. And like you just touched on there, you're obviously excited about the IFMIN. You know, we've got next or later on this week the fixtures come out.
Yeah.
3rd, 10th or something like that of August is when the first game is, or you know, around mid-August time. And just a final message to all the fans and everyone listening to the pod. 21,000 downloads we've had for this. 21,000 downloads have been. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm probably 20,500 of them just to make sure.
Just clicking.
Yeah, just to make sure, you know, the FCAs see our stats. But you know, we get a good number of downloads. We get a lot of people who listen to the pod. League officials in other leagues listen to the pod. So what's your message? Not to the league officials, obviously. No.
I'm just looking forward to the first time I get to walk out here and just embrace everyone, seeing everyone, and just putting on a show for them. Really would be my message to them, that every time you see me in between those sticks, I'm going to be giving it 110%. And yeah, that's really what I can say.
We'll leave it there, cat. And will you be nominating us if you haven't already for an FCA?
Of course I will. Definitely will.
Best podcast in non-league?
Best podcast in non-league for sure.
Yeah, and as I always say, it can go two ways. So one, if we get nominated, thank you for the nomination, FCAs. If we don't, you swines.
If not, there's always next year. That's how you have to look at it as well. There's always next year.
Absolutely.
Especially in this step.
Or I'll get one of my kids to do like a little silver foil egg cup.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. But as always, Michael Avery, Dockers Debate, signing out. I will see you at Erith and Belvedere, Nathan.
Yes, see you there.
Up the Dockers, one more?
Up the Dockers.
Sports Social Podcast Network.